This video is sponsored by our Telegram alerts. You can now join by clicking the link down below. Get live trades and signals, the exact same trades you see me taking on my YouTube videos and on Twitter, but in real time and live. Guys, we shorted Bitcoin right before the breakout. See for yourself what happened. What if you can make a living with just $10,000, which sounds pretty hard. So we're going to see, and we're going to find out this week, can you do that? And we're going to find out by shorting Bitcoin. So I'm going to load this account up with just $10,000, all right? We're going to deposit this, and then we are going to get started, guys. I think we got a beautiful short coming up on Bitcoin this week, and this looks like a very high probability reversal. I could be wrong. We could lose money, and that would be a bad start to living off of just $10,000. Oh, looks like the $10,000 arrived. All right, so first thing we're going to do to start off this survival challenge, we are going to convert this 4 Ethereum into USD on Femex, my favorite trading platform. So let's go ahead and sell this in the spot market because, like I said, I think the market's going to drop here this week probably. And so obviously I don't want to be holding Ethereum. So let's go ahead, sell these Ethereum. And we're good to go. So we're officially ready. We're officially live. And we're ready to go with the challenge here, 106999. We're going to go to the contract market, and I'm going to show you guys how we will go about placing this trade. So we're going to do a 10x leverage, okay? I would never recommend really going above 10x leverage, guys. You know, for the most part, it's a lot easier. Just stick on low leverage, stay consistent, and hit your shots. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do 35% short now on a... Let's see. On it. That's weird. It says 10x leverage, but then it says 50 here. Let's go ahead and refresh this. It should be on 10. All right, so we're going to do 35% short here on Bitcoin. So all we do is we go up to market, slide the bar to 35%, and that's going to short around $3,700 worth of Bitcoin. Boom. So we're in. So right there, we're in. The fee was 27 bucks to enter. And with a little slippage, whatever, we're down a little. All right, so we're going to average into the short over the next coming days. So we'll do 30% now, maybe 30% the next day, and 30% the next day. That's going to be our plan, guys. That's the first bit of our position in, and I will keep you up to date as we average in and execute what I think is going to be a nice drop here this week in Bitcoin. Let's go, guys. All right, so to cap off day one and the strategy and plan here, guys, I'm about to walk away from the computer. I will be very busy this week. So pretty much what I'm going to do is we've got 961 contracts short right here. But like I said, I'm going to walk away from the computer with these 2 limit orders set above. So that way, if Bitcoin does move higher while I'm gone and away from the computer, with zero motions, it is going to fill, it is going to short more. Should we get 2,600 contracts into this trade? And we drop to 33,000, we're looking to return around $15,500. Not too shabby for just a $10,000 investment into the trade. You more than double your money on this trade if we get to 33,000. Now, if we get to just 35,000, very modest target, boom, we double our money, 10,400. Remember, this is only the upside we're talking about. We're not talking about the risk. So the risk is our liquidation price is at 41,639. If the price of Bitcoin gets there, we lose all of our money. Now, granted, we're going to have these entry prices, which would raise our liquidation price. So I'm saying our liquidation price would probably be around $43,000. So if Bitcoin were to get to $43,000, we would lose all this money. So that's the risk, right? It's not only sunshine and rainbows here. There is definite risk. So when you look at this trade, it's a very favorable one. Because we know that the probabilities of getting up to 43,000 and losing money are very, 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 very tiny. Whereas the probabilities of reversing lower here are very, very, very high. So we got a very, very good chance to make over 10 grand on just 10 grand invested in this trade. We also have a very, 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 very tiny chance to lose that 10 grand, and that's what we're comfortable doing, right? So there we go, guys. That's your thought process and analysis for this trade. We'll check back in on this trade here, day 2 tomorrow. So I will see you guys then. All right, so day 2 of our Bitcoin short. We're actually going to make a quick pivot here. I've actually added around 76 grand, 75 grand really, but with conversions, Ether, and a dollar, I mean, it turns out to be 76 grand. So added around 76 grand to the account because, guys, I can't just we need a little more money in this trade because it's a damn good looking one. It's a good looking trade, and the small little account of just 10 grand. It's all cute, and the survival challenge. It was a cute idea and all, but guys, I'm not going to be cute on such a good looking opportunity like this. So forget the 10,000. I just added around 75 grand. So we're going to go ahead and transfer this over to our contract account. And this survival challenge has taken a turn from going from survival to absolute domination mode. Okay, we're going to short some more Bitcoin here. All right, this just is a very beautiful setup. You have a very high probability of winning, and simply put, you don't really want to pass this up. All right, so we're going to short some more Bitcoin here. There we go. All right, so let's see here. I like the formation we're seeing. It's kind of reminding me of Polkadot. If you guys remember when I shorted the top in Polkadot, it's actually beautiful. It's giving me good vibes. Now, hopefully, it's not misleading. Check out Polkadot. When I shorted the top in Polkadot at $54 a few months ago, look what Polkadot did. We're going to have to go to like a 1 hour time frame. And then we're going to need to go out. So this is going to be a more slow-paced video now, guys. So get your popcorn out because this is going to be a banger trade. Because, like I said, we entered from cute mode to domination mode, and I'm not playing around anymore. All right, this is going to be awesome. So anyways, let's see here. You see how Polkadot set this top number 1, top number 2, top number 3, top number 4. Look how they all just slightly went just a tiny bit higher. Look at this. $51, $53, $54, $55, $54. Look at that. See, top. Just all slightly higher than the one previous to it. So what do you notice here? You got top. Look at that, guys. Very similar. Now, this is a smaller time frame. Okay, this right here is a 15-minute time frame. Let's go out to 1 hour. It's probably still very similar. Yeah, it's still very similar. So, dude, I like that. Okay, because what does this tell you? 3 times now we've tried to go higher. 1, 2, 3. They're selling the bounces. Okay, that's exactly what you want to see in a trade like this where what are you doing? You're shorting resistance. You're shorting the bounce. Why? Well, because the bounces don't last, right? The bounces don't last in a downtrend. Every time it bounces, that's the time you short it. Bounces, you short it. Bounces, you short it. Bounces, right? People are bullish here, okay? But little did they realize it's a downtrend and you used the bounces as shorting opportunities. All right, so that's what we're doing. All right, we've still got that limit order set up there. I mean, it's a tiny order now, but let's see here. Margin, we got 27 grand in the trade, and we can average in with that other amount. Oh, I just transferred a little bit more money into the account, I think. Let's see here. I transferred another $3,600. So let's convert this Bitcoin, and yeah, now we're good to go. All right, so we got a $90,000 allocation that we're okay with to put into this trade. All right, so yeah, we're going to average in here. Like I said, right, day 1 was right here. Okay, so we did 30%, which was only around 3 grand on that day. We did another 30% on day 2, and this is still day 2, but the 3rd daily candle started today. So we're just going to continue to average in here for what I think is going to be this inevitable reversal. We have topping structure at resistance. There's very weak volume. This is not very convincing. It would take a very unlikely event like, Joe Biden says he loves Bitcoin and, give him Bitcoin. Like if he came out and said that, then yeah, we'll get fucked. But what's the probability Joe Biden or Donald Trump or someone comes and says, give them Bitcoin, I want it, right? It's pretty low. So it's either going to take some ridiculous and stupid news event to be wrong on this trade and push us past and break out here, or we're just going to be right. All right, and usually I'm right. I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, but I think we got it. All right, so sorry guys, I got a cough here. Yeah, giving me good vibes with this little top. We're going to be patient. Let's save some money to add to the trade here in the next 24 hours. The next 3 days, guys. This could be another 3 days of averaging in here, I think. Okay, because we could still come up here and reject, or like I said, if we get a tough trade and it doesn't go as easily and as smoothly as we'd like, guys, we can come out. It could break out a little, test our patience, and then bull trap, fake breakout, break lower. So we'll see what scenario we get. But we're confident here. We're going to trade emotionlessly. And at the end of the day, what matters is you use an amount you're comfortable losing. Right? This 90 grand we put in, we're comfortable losing that. Of course, no one's going to be happy to lose 90 grand, but as long as you're comfortable with it overall, then that's what matters. That's how you can stay emotionless through the trades, stay objective, and do the right thing. So the right thing to do now is to just be patient, continue to average in, like we've stated from day one of this trade, 30% a day. Really, we're going to start averaging in more. We got plenty of capital to allocate here. So that's what's up, guys. All right. I will keep you up to date, and we'll average in more here. Real quick before I go to sleep, I want to show you guys something pretty cool here. All right, so check this out. Right, we're on the downtrend. We all know. We talked about this in my last analysis video. Tap, 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 tap. Yes, this tap, it could finally break out. Yes, this tap, we could lose, but the probabilities of that are low, so you either accept that risk or you don't. If you can't accept the risk, don't be a fucking trader, right? So, all right, now that we get that, look at this, guys. Look what's cool. Actually, I need to delete some of this right here. Okay, so you can see this better. Get out of my way, this freaking bar, dude. Ugh, I don't have my stock charts membership on right now. All right, anyways, see these little weak candles near the resistance? Look at that. Okay, look at right here. See these little weak candles nearby resistance? See how these have these little pokey wokies out the top? See these pokey wokies out the top? And today we got our first pokey wokey at the top, coming out the top, right? Near resistance. So far, when we saw pokey wokey drop, pokey wokey drop, pokey wokey, okay, we could get a few more, right? Look here. We got one pokey wokey, two pokey wokey, three pokey wokey. Here we got 1, 2, 3, 4 pokey wokies before we finally drop. So I'm ready for it, guys. This could be another 3 days before we drop. But I do like seeing these pokey wokies. So let's continue to get these. And it's a good sign. Why? Because what are these pokey wokies at the end of the day? They're indecisive candles. They're candles of weakness. That's not strength, right? That's not strength. So when you see this sign of weakness, indecisiveness near resistance, near the downtrend line, that's a very, very good sign. And it boosts your probabilities of winning. That being said, like I said, if Joe Biden, Donald Trump, someone comes out, does some crazy shit, right? Then yeah, dude, that can change the outcome here. But overall, you gotta like what you're seeing, right? You got to. So pokey wokey there. We're getting our first pokey wokey. Guys, pokey wokey right there. Look at that. You got a tiny little pokey wokey. So it's a good sign, man. You gotta like what you're seeing. So anyways, let's stay patient. I'm getting excited here seeing these. And of course, objectively, guys, we can lose. We can lose. But if you're a trader, you have to accept that and be okay with risk. If you're not okay with it, don't be a trader. All right, guys, just want to show you that. Check back in later, and let's get this position rocking and rolling. All right, so day 3 of the trade. I just woke up about an hour or two ago. Stock market just opened, and Google just reported earnings. And we did indeed get the position rocking and rolling. So we were able to average in with about $53,000. Remember, we got $90,000 in total here that we could be using. So we've put in or allocated around 60% of the account-ish in, a little less than 60%, I think, right? So yeah, we're looking decent here. We had the polka dot pattern, which is top. Remember, we talked about this earlier in the video. So when you have those 4 tops slightly going a little bit higher, that 4th one, boom, that's the one right there. So we're looking good here. Obviously, we think we should drop to 33K, but at the end of the day, this thing can still come back up. Okay, it can go all the way up to 40K still. You're only partially in the profit, and you got to be prepared mentally for, hey, this doesn't necessarily mean this is the exact top, and we're just going to be right. It's going to go down to 33K. It can still come all the way back up and then later come down to 33K, right? Which means, yeah, overall you're still right. But trading is way harder than just being right about the market. Because trading, you have to deal with that, right? Imagine you go from here up to here. Now you're down $10,000 to $20,000, even though you're overall going to be right. So there's a bunch of scenarios that could play out, but we're going to stick with it either way, all right? And so it's important to know, can you stick with the trade, or are you going to freak out if it comes back up and you're actually down, right? So you either stick with the bigger move, or if you can't stick with the bigger move, then you need to be taking profit and just call it a day. All right, but we're going for that move down to 33K. That's what I believe will happen, and we're going to be patient and wait for that. All right, everyone, day 4 of our Bitcoin short. We're currently up around 25,000, and we're about to add some more to this short because I think we're really getting ready to make the move lower, okay? We've been kind of just moving slowly. It's been boring, okay? Now I think, look at the way the stock market is selling. It's beginning to sell off. NASDAQ below resistance starting to really sell. So we got S&P, we got NASDAQ, we got VIX breaking out, we got BTC, which has been moving slowly, but I think it's about to get aggressive to the downside finally. So we're going to go ahead and add some short here. And let's see there. That's a market order. Perhaps my internet connection is off or something, but alright, so now we've got around $70,000 invested into this short. Our original entry price, I believe, was 38.4 or 38.3, but because we've added on the way down to the short, we now have an entry price of 37.9 as it's averaged down. Obviously, you can rewind to the beginning of the video to see exactly what our first initial entry price was. I know it was somewhere around here, obviously. But yes, it's the time to get aggressive, I believe. Look at the way Tesla's selling. Boom. Right, they pump Tesla, they're dumping it. They're dumping Amazon, they're dumping Netflix, they're dumping all tech. Okay, tech, Bitcoin, all correlated. We're gonna add a little bit more here to the short. Let's go here. New average entry price 37.8, so we're 1,300 points in the money. So you gotta like what you're seeing with the stock market selling off like this, or beginning now, right? It's finally, the threat feels real, right? VIX breaking out past resistance. I mean, we're looking really good here. So that's why we get aggressive when we add to the short down here. I hate adding to the positions, adding to short on the way down, but there are times when the market environment justifies that, and that is like this right now. You see the way the stocks are selling right now? And so we can obviously expect that pressure to translate over onto Bitcoin, and that's why we did that. All right, guys, keep you up to date here. We're moving strongly lower in stocks, higher in VIX, and Bitcoin will follow, I believe. Let's go. All right, so guys, that was horrible. We added right there at 36,500. We dropped a couple hundred points after I added to the trade. We were up around $28,000, and boom, big bounce. Really, it's not a big bounce, but because we're in the 30,000s, this little 800-point bounce is a big bounce, even though an 800-point bounce when we were at like 60K plus was nothing. So this totally blows, guys. Locked in about 2,400 in profit, and we've got the rest rolling here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close out here, and let me show you why. All right, in this, I still think we're very likely to go down to 33K. This is just a little bounce, all right, but we need to start closing out here. Okay, and let me explain to you why. Okay, so Amazon just reported earnings today. Major gap up. Wait, that's Snapchat. Okay, this is Amazon right here. All right, so Amazon just reported earnings. Major gap up. Now, guys, I've been trading options for years, and until the channel took off in the direction of crypto. And so luckily, I'm so glad I have this, all my experience trading options, because basically, if you short Amazon after earnings, you'll win 9 times out of 10. Let me just go back a couple examples. I can even show you this. So last quarter, you would not have made money if you shorted Amazon after. Okay, look, this is pre-market. We're talking about after hours, once the new day begins. So here, you actually want to play calls on Amazon, which is a very rare thing. That almost never happens on Amazon. Here, look at this. So the day starts. You want to short the bounce. Oh, big drop right there. Well, not the biggest drop ever, but about a 70-point drop, which for Amazon is actually a small drop, but still, you want to short the bounce hit there. Okay, let's go back further, and you're going to see another example. We're going to have to go out to the 1 year, 1 day. And really, I would show you more examples, but the video is not all about Amazon. Anyways, let's see right here. Look at this. So, boom, major gap down. What do? Short the bounce, drop. All right, let's go to the next example right here. Here's Amazon earnings, so it gaps up. You short the open and the tiny little bounce, drop. Okay, and so basically, if you look at the history of Amazon earnings, 9 times out of the last 10 times, Amazon, you want to short it. Okay, after earnings. And this was actually like the one and only time, really, the last quarter that you wanted to play calls. But anyway, so I think what's going to happen is we're going to want to short. We're going to re-enter short on Bitcoin tomorrow. Okay, because think about it. If Amazon, we know to short Amazon tomorrow, and that means most likely the market will be dropping with Amazon tomorrow. Now, how hard is it all going to drop tomorrow? I'm not sure, but I know that our probabilities is much better to be shorting Amazon tomorrow. And obviously, Amazon's a big hitter, big stock, highly correlated with the S&P because it is one of the biggest stocks in there, I believe. And so that's exactly why we want to short tomorrow morning, I believe. So let's take our 11 grand in profit, okay, and let's call it a trade for now. But let's come back tomorrow morning and let's look to short it here potentially. Let's see here. How many more contracts do we have? 14,000. So let's leave all but one contract. Boom. Come on, close, close, close. So we're just going to leave one contract so that we can see our profits open. Filled there. Okay, so let's keep one contract and we will call it a trade. Ah, shit, only a little bit below 11,000. So it sucks because, yeah, we were up $28,000 in profit. So, of course, no one likes to see we missed out, right? We missed out on 17,000 in profits. But the truth is you're never going to be perfect. And at the end of the day, 11 grand is 11 grand, right? So, yeah, I mean, it sucks, right? But remember, you got to realize trading is not about what you missed out on. It's what did you actually make at the end of the day, right? Compare 10,680 compared to the regular day of work. Regular day of work, you usually don't make 10,000, right? So that's what it's all about. It's not about what you missed out. It's about what did you actually make and keep at the end of the day. So we keep one contract so we can see our P&L, and now we know what that is. All right, so yeah, we'll come back tomorrow, and we're going to short Bitcoin tomorrow, I believe. And then that's going to be a correlation trade with Amazon earnings and the NASDAQ likely selling off tomorrow. Now, we'll see, though. We'll see, though. All right, guys, let's come back tomorrow. All right, so guys, good thing we took our profits yesterday, right? Yes, we were up 28,000 bucks at one point on the short. And then we closed out, and we were only up around 10.6K, right? But, hey, let's be happy we got out with 10.6K because, look, today, whew, look at that. So it just shows you, right? You got to be objective and see if you had dwelled on, like, oh, I was up 28K, now I'm only up 10K, and you would have been stubborn. Well, now you would have got liquidated. You would have got fucked, right? And that's why it's all about reading the charts and just doing the right thing. You know, stubbornness gets you killed in the market. And, you know, going into today, we were planning on shorting Bitcoin. But once again, are we going to be married to that idea? Are we going to be stubborn? No. And here's the thing, though. I love shorting things when they go up. But let me show you why I'm not going to short Bitcoin now, at least why I'm changing my plans, because the market is diverging in every which way. For example, right? NASDAQ is down big right here, but the VIX is moving lower. Now, what do you know about that? That's a bullish divergence. Why? Because if the indices are dropping, the volatility should be rising, but it's the opposite. As the indices are falling, volatility is actually falling. That's a divergence. On top of that, well, look at this, S&P and the NASDAQ. Okay, for example, when the NASDAQ drops by 300 points like this, well, Bitcoin should be down, right? It's a correlation. Bitcoin and NASDAQ are correlated. So now we see NASDAQ's down big, but the Bitcoin's up, right? So everything is diverging. Bitcoin's not correlated to the market today whatsoever. We've got VIX falling when it should be rising if the market's dropping, right? So everything is out of whack, and this is the day that I am going to stay away from. So that's how you avoid bad days, and this is how you take what you can get on the could have been great days, right? We could have made a lot more if it dropped further, but you know what? We just had to stay objective and say, you know what? It's not there, right? So guys, if you want to take the same exact trades as me, that you see me taking in these videos on YouTube and everything, you now can. We're starting a Telegram alerts group here. So if you go to crashtrading.com/crashalerts, you're going to be able to join a Telegram group where I'm going to be sending out live trades and alerts like the ones you see in all my videos, and on Twitter. Obviously, okay, the ones on Twitter won't be on Twitter very much. So guys, live alerts, live trades, take the same ones as me, and let's rock and roll. This is the first day of the Telegram alerts, and you can lock yourself in at a lower rate and grandfather yourself in at this lower rate. All right, guys? So I hope you enjoyed this video. So we're going to wrap it up there, guys. Click the link below, crashtrading.com/alerts, if you want to join my Telegram, where I'm going to be giving those live signals and trades that I'm taking. So guys, I'll see you in the Telegram channel if you join. And hey, the market may be pretty exciting now with Bitcoin breaking out. We may have a lot of long opportunities. Next video, guys, I'm actually going to analyze this and break this down further. So don't miss that video, okay, guys? You know, I'm all for it. If the market wants to go up, let's do it, all right? You guys know me. I'll go both ways. I do not care. Long or short, whichever way is going to make money, right? That's why the logo of this channel is a goddamn shark, because we go for the blood, we go for the kill, and we're not worried about being bull or bear. We're worried about being right, right? Well, what's going to make our bank account great? That's what I care about. So, guys, let's rock and roll. Drop a like on this video if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know, and I will see you guys on the next one, and let's nail some trades. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.